Okay, finally. So I guess we don't. This sucks. This reminds me of Bing Bong, If you've seen the movie Inside Out. Well, that's actually one of my favorite movies from the last decade. I highly recommend anyone who hasn't watched that movie to go check it out. It's one of the Pixar's best animated films. And in that movie, well, it's a little spoilery, I guess. I'd better just leave it at that. Go watch that movie. The current scenario reminds me of that, and yeah, go check it out. That took a while. Weren't you right behind me? I just had to clean up that mess back there. Well, let's go and see what we find at the vortex of all this. I have a guess. Guess they just fall out and decide to forget about her and focus on Sophia. Didn't exactly stick the soft field landing, huh? Not like I had much practice on actual grass strip. So, you think this is a case of schizophrenia? Well, with that, the patient usually has trouble actively distinguishing delusion from reality. But in this case, I get the feeling that he's actually well aware of it. Still can't say for certain, but I'm leaning toward some kind of defense mechanism instead. The more curious question is how she's able to materialize here so vividly. You think she's still able to see us? Hard to say, but she shouldn't be able to interfere for now, at least. This seems to be just a normal memory playback. Okay. Well, here's another one of these. What you waiting for? Come on. Haven't you ever heard of the phrase, stop and smell the roses? There are flowers on top of the hill too, I'll race you there. Don't mind us. You know what's really messed up? Is this the same mountain? The real messed up thing is knowing that she's not real. Knowing that this probably helps him and harms him at the same time. They're still kind of cute together. Hey, I was thinking, it's a little windy today. Maybe we should come back some other time instead. Oh, don't be such a downer. We're practically already there. Hey, remember when we played Catch Me If You Can? The wind? It wasn't there a moment ago. Okay, what is the matter now? Let's just rest here for a while. Again? We barely walked any steps. Hey, I'm the one who has to carry this thing uphill. Oh, I just thought you'd have gotten stronger by now, that's all. The cello got bigger too, Just come and sit here with me for a bit, will ya? Do you remember the first time we came here? Which first time? The second time, I guess. The one where I tried to race you up the hill. Oh yeah, that was a dumb move. You sure were excited to take me up there, though. Yeah, it had been a while since I took anyone there. It's still one of my favorite places. I've always liked how it overlooked the city. It really has been a while, hasn't it? I rather miss going there. So why are you hesitating? Hmm? We're mere steps away from there, you know? Why are you stopping every step along the way? Stop kidding yourself, Colin. You're not tired, and it's not the wind. We've already come so far. You know as well as I what we have to do. Yeah, she's awfully vivid for an imagination. And out of his control, it seems. Oh, they're back as kids again. Well, at least now we could understand why she and Sophia played the same tunes. The first time we came here, that was the first time I accompanied you to play the scales too, wasn't it? Yeah, it helped. Oh, they're not kids again. They just kind of look small for some reason. It still does, actually. Well, no one likes to practice skills alone. But you could never actually hear what I was playing, could you? It's nice up there today. It always is. You don't have to leave anymore. That's the name of the act, isn't it? I can fly now. Wherever you go, I can go with you. She really is a manifestation of the bird, isn't it? You really are stubborn, aren't you? Don't you think you're getting a bit too old for me to stay? People would laugh at you if they knew. They can laugh all they want, I don't care. You made me who I am today. I learned to fly because of you. I kept playing the cello because of you. You taught me to practice the scales. No, Colin. I can't teach you anything you don't know, nor can I make you do anything you don't want. Maybe all you really wanted was for someone to be there. Even if it was just someone like me. That's another name of an act. I'm paying more attention to acts now. I know it's mesmerizing here, Colin. But you've been spending so much time with me and imagining what couldn't be. Don't you think you're forgetting what actually is, and all that could be? Sometimes stepping out of this little world we've made is the only way to notice and appreciate all the beautiful things around you. I just don't want to be alone. Sure, if I go, you'll be alone at times, even when you don't want to be. But that's all a part of growing up, and it's all a part of life. It's what makes fleeting moments with loved ones treasured, and our memories precious. It's also what drives you to seek out what you wouldn't find if you just stayed here with me. There's a lot out there, just waiting for you, Colin. The shape of the cloud is a little weird. I can't promise it's always gonna be good, but I know you won't find all that you need, living only in these pages of ours. You brought me into this world, I won't forget that. And while some things are meant to stay, some are only meant to carry you so far. In my own way, you know I will always be there to protect you. And whatever comes, if it's something we could do, then it's something you could do. What do you say, Colin? Are you ready? I don't know. I don't think I'm ready for it to end. I don't care what you are or aren't. You were my first real friend. Hey, this doesn't have to be the end for us. One day you might look back and realize how fast this precious life has passed you by. And on that day, I'll come back once more. We'll talk like how we used to talk, and you tell me about your day. No, about your life. You tell me about what a happy life you've had, and all the nice memories you made. I might not have such a happy life, you know. You're such a downer, you know that? Have a little faith in yourself, Colin. Of course you will. I know you will. It may take a long time and it may take a lot of work and effort. But when that day comes, I know you have lots of happy memories to share. Ah, it's almost time. How much have you written in that book by now? You've replaced these pages so many times, huh? I must talk aloud. I must talk a lot. Sorry about that. But now that I'm going, perhaps you could finally spare more pages for other things. It's your book. You don't have to always write about me anymore. It's just like life, right? Same book, filled with all kinds of different pages, as it should be. Take care of yourself, alright? Hey, I still haven't said goodbye yet. You already have, Colin. Oh, a long, long time ago. In a galaxy far, far away. Sorry, I had to. This is just instinct for me. She never came back, did she? Guess not. I wonder if she's a cause or an effect. As in, do you think Colin's unhappy because she never came back again? If Colin only wanted to see her again, I doubt he would have needed to call us. Yeah, so perhaps her absence at the end meant that he was already unhappy by then. Back to square one. Whoa! Is he dying? This place is destabilizing again. We don't have much time left. Let's move. We have to make do with what we have. It's not gonna be that simple, I think. Wait. Do we even know what we're doing with him yet? I have a few ideas to try, but we still need to link the memories first. Let's get back to the overworld and figure things out while we do that. Alright. Whoa. Whoa! What the heck? Wait just a... In my own way, I will always be there to protect you. Is this your doing again, Faye? Nail? What's taking you so long? This place is falling apart. There's no time to wait for him. Alright, let's try to link some shit up. No, I didn't actually quite understand how it worked in the last game. But I'm gonna figure it out this time. For sure. Give me the hibiscus. Nice. I think that's all of them, but... Ow! Oh no. No, no, no! Shit. Was that a... Was that Colin? Because he's the one that usually controls it. Paper planes. What is this place? I think this is... Oh no, we're in his subconscious. His memories, they're falling apart. Call them. But will you go through the procedure and live that new life? Just hold on to something from here. It's not like that, Fia. I won't forget about you. But in the blink of an eye, suddenly there's no more time, and I find myself here just like everyone else. I just want to feel like I've done enough in this world before I go, you know. That's why we're here, Colin. Tell us your regrets. What is it that you want us to fix? I want you to make me live that fulfilling life without changing anything I've been through. Well, where else can we go? Wait. Oh, jellyfish. We only have so little time in this life, and we'd never be able to do all that we want. No matter what we do, there'll always be other things we want to try, other paths to take. She's pretty wise, you know. Did it spill on your dress? Hey, just one more excuse to jump into the lagoon. You know, we don't have to waste all that lemon juice. Have you ever tried writing with it? Lemon juice? No, why? Ha! Then prepare to be mind blown by some elementary school magic. Get this, it's invisible ink. Invisible ink? Yep. The writing appears in color only when you heat the paper up. Come on, I'll show you. Let's write something with it. It's been a while since I've written. Well, never too late to start again. How about a letter? To who? Each other, of course. We could write about this trip. It's been kind of a journey, hasn't it? And at the end of it, we could show each other what we wrote of it all. Why was this not a part of the memory earlier? Yeah. Well, dramatic effects, of course. What do you mean it's been a while since you've written? I mean, have you just stopped writing altogether since you lost Faye? Why would you even consider? Why would you toss aside everything we have for something make-believe? I'm not tossing anything aside. We all have regrets, be it righting a wrong or a dream long past. At Sigmund Corp, we give you that second chance to make things right. Because with our help, it's never too late. Wait, these don't seem like just randomly scattered memories. Could it be that a sedative's wearing off? We'll see. You are different, even from the man you were when I first met you. You're no longer aloof, you know. When you're here, you're actually here. Guess we can go. Oh, this takes me back. Let's go back. I know it's mesmerizing here, Faye spoke after a pause, shifting her gaze back up to the sky, but you've been spending so much time with me and imagining what couldn't be. Don't you think you're forgetting what actually is and all that could be? So he's actually just here writing. Okay, look, I got it. I got your message, you hear me? I know you're still here. You can come and get me now. Damn it, I really thought it was her. Wait, is that really the only way to... Another happy landing. Oh, she put up a shield. Where the hey have you been? I figured it out, Eva. I figured it out impossible. I mean, it took an unholy amount of spoon feeding, but I guess that's what it takes when we're on the inside of it. What are you talking about? Yes, just what are you talking about? The sedative, it wore off already? You don't sound too happy about it. We're here to help Colin, and you're the mental process that's in the way. Well, lucky for you, that can be amended now, can't it? So, looks like we're about out of time. If you're going to erase me for good, you might as well hurry. No, we're not going to erase you. We're going to erase us. Wait, what? Colin never needed our service, Eva. He already had her. The ability to change his reality, to live in a different world. One that filled the gaps of what he wanted, all in his head. She is what we do, Eva. And yet she left. She left, which could have only meant one thing. What you're trying to imply... No, that can't be right. What we do is different from just this. How is it different? Because there's more to it. There's more to what we do. We fulfill wishes. We give meaning to people's lives. What we do, it has to be more than just that of an imaginary friend. It's a lot more elaborate for sure. But for someone who had to fight just to let go of fantasy and embrace reality, maybe our existence was merely an unwelcomed amplifier. A reminder of the make-believe, the imaginary, and the endless possibilities that make reality seem less than what it is. Hey you two, things aren't looking good with the patient. I don't know what you're up to, but you might want to get out of there. And by might wanna, I mean need to. So I guess we're not changing anything. After all that, huh? I guess none of this even matters anymore. There's no way we'd still have the time to implement any actual changes. No, we might not have the time. But what about her? She's already linked to the machine's interface, right? Without us, all procedures would be internalized. So much could be done in a fraction of a moment. You're suggesting giving sole control of the machine to a mental process of the patient. The ethical implications of that, it hasn't been done for good reasons. It hasn't been done because no patient has had a chance like this. Besides, what's our alternative? Just leave and mark this as a write-off? But what about legal complications and the contract? It says, oh come on, Eva. When has the contract stopped us? Guys? Go on. I'll be right behind. Don't say I never trust you. Nail really is 100% for the patient. You can see that even from the last game. Why are you doing this for us? Well, if I were calling and on my last breath, I'd trust you over two strangers in white coats, right? Strangers, huh? Your colleague was right about one thing. There is more to what you do than just playing God with people's memories. You've been here for just a day, yet in all of his lifetime, no one else had truly seen the world through his eyes like you have. And well, you're kind of the first I've been able to meet too. In some silly way, maybe that's a part of what Colin really wished for. It was one heck of a meet and greet, that's for sure. Full admin access transferred to unknown unknown credential, Faye. Gonna be alright? Just a little nervous, I guess. Well, given the circumstances, I'd say that's pretty alright. Hey. Do you think that in some ways I've truly existed? Well, for what it's worth, I think all our memories and everything in it can be nothing but the fiction we tell ourselves. Good luck out there. Colin's counting on you. Aww. His blood pressure's dropping. Vital signs are fading fast. I think he's letting go. I'm sorry for your loss. Please take all the time you need. I'll be in the living room with the paperwork. When they're ready, I'll let them know. Well, what do we do now? Always a little stark, isn't it? Seeing it like this, after just having been in there. It is what it is. I'm just a little cold. Speaking of which, that is a good point of what it's like to do their job. I mean, every time they meet someone completely strange to them and they spend a lot of time in his head seeing through his entire life, getting really intimate with the patient in a way that nobody else, not even his or her spouse, closest friend, family could even match their perspective. And after knowing someone so well, so fast, you just lose them all over again. It's gotta be pretty tough. I felt warmer in there. What we did back there, do you know if it worked? Hard to say. I tried to dig through the data afterward, but well, it's never been done like this before. I don't know how coherent it'd be. Guess we got another mess of a report to write. We can take care of that when the dust settles. In the meantime, I just remembered something. Yeah, tell her about the orange juice. So, did you succeed? There was a complication. We tried to cope with something unorthodox, but I'm not sure if we'll ever know what really happened in those last moments. Hey, Sophia said you got a lighter? Yeah? I'm gonna light the book. Be careful there. There we go.
I never stood up very tall. I think my voice was fairly small. But there were times I'd want to shout, though my thoughts weren't sorted out. So I'd stumble and I'd fall. I learned to fly.
Oh, he has one eye open. That is so cool.
So if you left, I could go too. And everything you saw in me, that's what I wanted to be. Did I make it after all? All the grass on the other side, is it only greener in my mind? I'd still want it the same, because trading my
I mean, it might as well be real, right? It had the effect of a real friend.
is to wish my life away.
And Sophia is 100% real.
As we dream and as we grow, we have to learn to let things go. But let the wonder never fade. Though we've turned 10,000 pages, flying
Oh, some of the
higher
pictures are taken in these instances.
I've searched for meaning amidst doubt. I finally figured that part out. And all the stories inside me feels like I'm bursting at the seams. And you're here after all the grass on the other side. Is it only greener in my mind? I'd still want it the same, because trading my yesterday is to wish my life away.
Oh, she erased all knowledge of our service. I guess so he could focus on what he had instead of thinking about he what he might have had. I wonder if at the end of his life he's even 100% conscious of the fact that Faye was not real. I guess we're about to find out. Looking for something, old timer? It's been a while, huh? Oh, a long while. You haven't changed much. And whose fault is that now? Listen, I wish it were under better circumstances, but I know. I wish I still had the time to tell you about all that's happened since then. It's okay. I was there. I'm only here to say goodbye. Just tell me one thing though. Do you still have any regrets? Regrets? Yeah, I have a lot of those. Messing up first date, come on. But that's okay. The chances I missed, the mishaps, and all that I wish I had, well, they were all still a part of it. They made way for all that I do have. And what I do have, I wouldn't trade for anything else in the world. That's what I wish to hear. Go on. They're waiting for you. It's time to go home. I found this paradise. Hey, Colin. Sorry I had to leave back then. Thank you for having been there, even when nobody else was. So we're seeing his final moments. Well, in his head at least. Wow. I still wonder what he wrote. What could he have written in the with the invisible ink in the book? So that was Finding Paradise, and it's a really wonderful story. Overall, while this game hadn't exactly touched my heart in the same way that To the Moon did. Well, very few anything could possibly do that at any rate. This is a very impressive, let's say, counterpart to that first game. And I know there's a third game coming up. What was it supposed to be called? Something Impostor. So I'll be very much looking forward to that, as well as anything else that Kangal and his Freebird games do. They are such great, writers and storytellers. So you have To the Moon, which is a story about how Johnny wish was fulfilled, and we were able to do our job to fix something for him. For Colin, it was about letting him see what he already has, letting him appreciate the life that he had. I do think the bird from the bird story, even though it's only mentioned a little bit here, I think the bird was his first companion and had a lasting impact on Colin's life. I'm just gonna pause it here before I finish. I think because he was always a lonely kid, especially when we played the bird story, we could see that he just had no friends at school. He wasn't a popular student. The teacher didn't even like him all that much. His parents, although absolutely loving parents, were also frequently absent. They're never portrayed as at home. When he returned from school, he always had to heat his own food from the fridge, and then go do his homework, and then go to bed and all that stuff. That's his routine until he met the bird. The bird may be his first real friend. But if I'm understood correctly from the context of this game, he eventually sent the bird to the vet, and he didn't actually see the bird again. And I guess it's one thing to go through your whole life as a loner. It's another thing to be a lonely kid, and suddenly you have a friend, you have a taste of companionship, and then to lose it. I think that's what drove him to come up with Faye to begin with, because that's, yes, as they said, it's a coping mechanism. And it just snowballed from there on. And to think that he kept the Faye alive, vivid, and almost as a real person, even more than a real person, for that many years, up until he's that old, it's really impressive what he's able to accomplish with his life without having real psychological problems. Well, the only downside is that he almost had some regrets in the end, but I think we kind of fixed it for him. I mean, compared with the ending of To the Moon, I'd say this is even a better mission, accomplished mission, right? Because in the To the Moon, while we gave Johnny a satisfying send-off, that was still all in his head. We still had a lot of there was still a lot of things that we couldn't fix in real life, like how River died, like how she died knowing that, like how Johnny never really remembered what they had in the first place. I mean, until his dying moment. But in this case, Colin didn't really have that kind of problem in his real life. So all his problem was about fixing his final moments. It's about allowing him to go without regrets, and we actually managed to do that completely. Well, we got someone else to do the job completely, but the result is the same. All right, let's just see the epilogue here. I wonder if whatever Neil is doing is going to be reviewed here. Sup? Where are you? At my scotch, drinking home. You said you'd be here. I said I'd visit like we always do, not attend the funeral. When was the last time we ever did that? Oh, that was him. I know, but I just thought we owe it to him after... Dr. Rosaline, we're about to start. Go on, I'll get my turn. He's not drinking at home, he's doing something. He's at his office. Alright, enjoy your scotch. You know it. Now, where were we? What are you doing? Oops. Ooh, not looking sketchy at all, Neil. I asked you to knock, not hack my lock. Switching to digital was a terrible idea. Why didn't you just keep both locks on? Technically, Rob, I don't know why she even got you involved. Look, we don't have long. Are you guys still in or not? You betcha. So, is that the solution you were talking about? Yeah, that's her. That's her? Her who? Well, yeah, we have gone through a journey, haven't we? Is there something wrong with Eva that they have to fix? Because we briefly saw Eva in Minnesota Part 2. Like she was attached at home and something was... I have just so many questions. I'm not even going to... I don't have brain cells left to speculate on that. So if you haven't seen my playthrough of the Minnesotes, definitely check those out. Well, so far I have done the whole series. We have completed the To the Moon, did both Minnesotes, A Bird Story, and now Finding Paradise. And oh my god, they are fucking awesome. These are great games. Well, I am just going to definitely follow the Twitter and Facebook accounts here. Support this company, support Kangao and his people. They make quality content, and they make our lives better collectively. And yeah, thank you guys for making this a wonderful game, and I thank you guys for watching and going on this journey with me. Now that we've completed this one, let me see, what else should we play? Oh, I guess there's this little indie, I don't know, kind of house-made horror little sequel called something like The Last of Us Part 2 that's coming out in a week from where I'm recording this, so maybe we'll take a look at that. Maybe we will. There's no promises. Well, see you then. Goodbye.